Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming to fish with me. Today's Monday, August the 3rd. We're getting out a little bit late. It's about 9 o'clock, but I'm not really worried about that because I'm on Jimmy Buffett time right now, so everything's good. The plan today, we're in Gulfport Harbor. The plan today is just to mess around the harbor and maybe inside the harbor for some multi-species action. Hoping to get a mess of sheephead to start the day, and then after that we'll just see what happens, see where the water takes us. All right, ladies and gents, see this big old school of mullet in front of me? This is what the big jacks come in here and chase around. I was here yesterday crabbing, and they were the jacks or big redfish or something were underneath these things, just busting them up. So maybe I'll get lucky and I'll see some of these flying all over the place and I'll be able to score a jack up underneath them. It's a big old school of mullet, guys. Jack food. It always looks this way on weekdays when you're at work. But today we're out here on a weekday too, so yeah. Look at this, guys. These are the smart ones. They're up here hiding by the pylons. I think they're going to be safe. All right, guys. I didn't have time to catch fiddlers, and the water's been pretty high during the day, so we went out crabbing yesterday and pretty much failed. We caught 3 blue crabs, but they were nice size. So I actually brought those out today for sheephead bait. I've never really tried chunks of blue crab before for sheephead, but one of my favorite YouTubers, Elias V Fishing, he does it all the time. So we're going to try to emulate his success today and use little cut up pieces of blue crab. Yeah, I'm always looking for a alternate source of bait for sheephead, something that's readily available, because sometimes fiddlers are just too hard to get. All right, guys, those little pieces of crab that I was throwing down there, they were cleaning those things out like they had spoons. So let's try a little live shrimp. Oh, pretty sure I can't see nothing now. Well, that's one. All right, I'm gonna make sure that this lens is clear. Hold on one sec, guys. All right, it didn't look like the lens was covered too bad, but we caught this dude on a little piece of shrimp head. So he looks like he's pretty decent. I don't think we got to do any measuring. I've seen them thicker around these pylons, but they're a little scarce today, but they're there. Just got to do your work. All right, that's number one. I find that pretty much as long as you're sheephead will take pieces of shrimp as long as the shrimp is fresh. The shrimp is dead and nasty and pink, the chances are that they won't mess with it too much. Boy. These guys down here. I know where you at. I know where you at. Might be a shorty. There's all kinds of stuff busting up around here, y'all. I think this one here is gonna be a short. We're gonna let him go. Man, they're feisty today. They are feisty today. Sending water everywhere. Clean salt water. He looks like he might be good. Let's get him measured up. Oh, yeah. Guys, look at all the sheephead on that piling. What a mercy. I'm just struggling today. Look at him. Look at them all. Look at him just sucking on the side of that piling. I ain't never sight casted sheephead before. This should be interesting. Didn't like that. Look at them bad boys. Just swimming all around. Boy, guys. These dudes are smart today. There are sheephead all over these pilings. But man, they are wary. Look, there's one right over there. Here we go. Got him. I got it here a little bit. Don't seem to be the very large variety. Not very big at all. They are fun to catch though. Especially when you can see them. That one's so excited he's peeing all over the place. You got me a bite. Gotcha. That big sheephead over there on that one. It's gonna be a short, y'all. Look at that one right over there, guys. There's two of them over there. See them sitting right on there? Right on the middle piling right there? Two of them. There's one of them right there. That looks like a big one right there. All right, fella. You done made a splash. I believe you. See ya. I don't know if you're gonna go. We'll get them measured up, guys. Yeah, that feels like a good one. Pretty decent one. All right, let's get this guy off the hook. Well, despite there being so many out here, the put down to hook up ratio is not very great. Oh yeah. Came away from the piling a little bit to get it. All right, Chief. Let's get you measured up. Had to test that one out, huh, guy? Oof. He was like, I don't know about this shrimp head, man. Let me go ahead and take a chance on it. I can tell by the weight of him that he's legal. I've gotten pretty good at estimating these things just by the weight of when I pick them up out of the water. Again. I wonder if I just set this right down next to his head. Y'all, this current is, the way the wind is combining with the current, it's damn near impossible to position the boat now. It was easier a little while ago, but man, it's going crazy. Let's see if we can put this right next to him. See what he thinks about it. What the hell was that? That's a legal fish right there. I've been watching this dude from the other side. I threw down my jig and he came off that pile and went right down after it. Oh, buddy. See, you got all tangled up. All tangled up now. That feels like a good fish. Man, y'all, there's just fish everywhere out here. I think these are all running about the same size. My ratio is about three shorts per one keeper, and it's a good thing they're taking pieces of shrimp, or I'd be out of bait. These guys are, look at that shrimp tail. That's all I was using, y'all, is just a shrimp tail. He's pretty long. He's not tall, but he's pretty long. Might make it. I'm gonna try to stay up close to this thing. The current's decided to pick up. All right, another cookie cutter sheephead. All right, guys, the wind's picked up a tiny bit, so we're moving in a little bit closer to the harbor. I've been trolling around out here, only caught that one Spanish mackerel. They were busting out here a lot earlier, but instead of going after them, I went after the sheeps just to put some fish in the cooler to start with. So we're gonna go ahead and fish a little bit closer to the harbor in case the weather gets any worse. It's clouding up a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's going to rain. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit up here, and we're going to throw shrimp at a popping cork, on a popping cork at these rocks here. And that's another reason why I left over there, is the sheeps kind of moved out and the hardhead catfish moved in. I was losing a lot of live bait to hardheads, so I don't want to do that anymore. We're going to come up here, anchor, and see what's off these rocks. I finally got one of the thieves. It's a mangrove. These guys are great at stealing bait, man. They're kind of spastic too. I got a little bit. There's a mangrove, lots of mangroves. I just wish I could find these guys in legal size, man. I told you they were spastic. Seem to be plenty of fish down here on the bottom that like this white gulp shrimp. What is that? A sheephead? Dude, I caught a sheephead on a gulp shrimp. Look at this. Wow. For real? That's a first for me. Alright guys, I think this might be a flatty. Oh, nope. It is a micro white trout. Which is better than no white trout, I guess. Alright guys, kind of a disappointing day. I did manage to get some sheephead, but the action that I was expecting to be going on out here today, it looked like it was going to be great from the get-go, but it just didn't materialize. There was nothing chasing the mullet. Some small Spanish mackerel, running smaller schools of bait, but that's about it. I didn't see any jacks or any big swirls or anything like that. So I ran a popping cork with a live shrimp underneath the or over there by the rocks for quite some time, looking for specks and reds. All I was bringing up was small mangrove snappers and pinfish, so that really wasn't worth it. So what I'm going to do before I go back in is I'm going to hit some of these pilings inside the harbor here. I've got 8 sheephead, and I'm going to see if I can pick up a couple more before I go in. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and call it quits. I dropped my bait down here a couple of times and had it stolen, and brought my bait up a couple of times, and pinfish were following it, so they're the ones that are stealing the bait down there right now. So there's no big sheeps in here right now, so struck out on that department. We did catch a couple of nice sheeps, about 8 or so off the pilings out there. I was hoping that some better action would materialize in closer while I was out there catching sheephead, but the only thing that showed up was the wind. So that's making it difficult to maneuver the kayak in any form. So we're going to go ahead and sign off. I want to thank y'all for coming out and fishing with me. Until next time, y'all, we'll see you on the water.